So bonus feature is predefined filters. So I don't know if you've noticed, but in the past screenshots, there's this little drop-down menu. Maybe let me show you there. Right above the gray box, there's this little hidden drop-down box. And basically, you would be able to make predefined filters in advance. So you can basically recycle them and reuse them every single time if those are things that you use on a regular basis. You don't have to start configuring the entire thing again and again and again. So you could have how many filters you want, and then you can just select them from the drop-down box instead of configuring it to help save you some time. Now, this is all fun, but maybe something more tangible is more helpful. Well, basically, it could look something like this as a report. So you could, and in this case, I just made something up really quickly. So don't shoot me for saying something stupid here. But in this report, we basically I evaluated John compared to the others in the company. So John is just one of those people that responded, and in the second column, you see I've got his input, so his specific response to the questionnaire. The third column is the aggregation of all juniors inside of that same company, and if John was a junior, he's in there as well. And then the last column there is the seniors. And it basically translates exactly the same way. If you put it into a chart, you just take those variables and you put them where you need them to be. So these are things that now are possible in a matter of minutes if you're aware of how it works, and once you've tried it out, it basically it's almost too easy. Now, potential use cases and examples. People like it when it becomes tangible and they hear the same thing that they have in their mind. The thing is, a lot of people have different terminologies for the same thing. We have the concept of team reports, group reports, but basically any kind of group that you want. So even if you have a questionnaire that has no specific grouping, but you want a report so you can have segmented data later on, and you just want to configure the filter later on, you could do that. And you could basically filter on a specific answer and just say, give me an aggregate report for all people that said A to question 27. That works perfectly. So team report, group reports, all of those work as aggregate data, just using averages, summations, the minimum, the maximum, but no real specific data. That's basically all possible. 360 reports, kind of a difficult term. People like to use it differently, but basically we mean something where one person is being evaluated or assessed by a number of people around them. And ideally, well, that's where the name 360 came from, like a manager, which is on top of, above them hierarchically, then peers, direct reports, and a self-evaluation. So basically you have a full view of this one person. That's an individual versus group report for us. And now it's just standard to basically build something like this. Just make sure you have the right formulas and you're good to go. And then obviously benchmarking reports. It's not because of this feature that there are any less benchmarking features in there. So you could use, in one single report, you could have a single user's response, several segmented groups as well, and benchmarking data of the entire set of responses you've collected from a professional point of view. So even from other companies and other groups as well. All of that is possible.